Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Monday Sit Rep. Hopefully you've noticed by now we got a fresh round of markdowns on brickmania.com, so just check that on sale category to see what applies there. Otherwise, we've got some stuff returning to brickmania.com, so let's take a little closer look and dive on in. All right, we're kicking off our restock pre-orders with the F-104 Starfighter. This jet was developed in America, but saw a lot of its use by NATO. Lots of cross-element printing, which is cool to see on the wings, as well as the side there. Then there's a beautiful cockpit print with an ejection seat. There's a little better view there. We also have the control panel. Certainly got the shaping correct. I mean, it's a tube with wings and big drop tanks on the end. Very, very iconic. Got a nice little loadout on the bottom. Can fold up the landing gear. Nice and easy. There we go. That's a little better look at the belly with everything folded up and closed. It's just kind of tough to do on camera here. So we've got our hook down at the end there as well. I like the colors on the missiles. More printing on the tail here, as well as some working flaps and ailerons. Across the wings, you can see there's that angle, that downward swoop to the wings there. Mixture of stickers and printing along the side. Get the gun down there as well, and then the sticker for the canopy. Does include this minifigure as well. Fairly simple artwork, but somebody's got to fly this thing. There you have it, the F-104. All right, in this next segment, I'm calling Hicks Bricks because we got a couple of George Hicks models back on restock pre-order, including the LVT-1. This is the first time that this is returned since its initial release. Really, really rock solid design. I mean, it is a brick. Treads seem to roll pretty well. Looks like we got stickers on the front and the back. Might be some customization options there. Otherwise, tons of interior space. You can remove this top portion fairly easily to kind of expose just all the room that you've got in there for your minifigures. Which, speaking of, it does include one. Got our Marine here. Looks like he's got a pack of Lucky Strikes coming out of his pocket there. Otherwise, pretty simple uniform. Some nice face artwork. This next one, we're going modern. This is the General Mobility Vehicle. I like this kit a lot. One, because it's pretty solid for what it is. It's very playable because it can hold a lot of minifigures, and it's got some fun greebling to it. I mean, you've got a bunch of brick arms coming all over the place here. Got some of these extra what look like jerry cans in the back, the bags along the side, extra ammo capacity. I mean, that's just cool to see. That's kind of some of those things that usually people add onto their kit themselves. This one just kind of comes with it. And you can see we've got some awesome prints along the side there, as well as up into the cabin itself. Nice angling on the front of the build there. And just kind of a cool addition to the lineup if you're going to put it with your Humvees or if you're collecting Spec Ops stuff. This is definitely a nice price pointed kit and looks right at home with your desert collection. Does come with two minifigures, but they're both the same. So I'm just going to showcase this one. And hopefully you'll have some of your own parts to be able to add to the customization of these figures, some different face artwork, etc. Because the uniforms obviously work with the helmets, etc. There's some good parts here to be able to add your own additions to your Spec Ops guys. Both of these back now on brickmania.com. And then last up for kits here, we're taking a trip back to World War II. We've got the Military Police 4x4 here, which has some cool printed elements onto it. A little bit of a mixture of stickers and whatnot. That pole in the middle is actually because the Germans used to string wire across some popular roads in hopes of decapitating the drivers of these things. So they had that iron pole put there. That's kind of an optional portion of the build, but a cool piece of history to have included. I really like that Military Police printed tile too on white. Just adds a nice little pop of color. Does include a pair of minifigures, both of which sporting those handcuffs and perfect caliber carbines. Some differences there with the face artwork, but otherwise pretty standard military police loadouts. Up next, we got a German half-track, this one done by John Canepa. Nice prints all over the place. Some nice detail added here, including some looks like containers on the side there. Lots of angles at work here. You can see all the way from the front leading back through to where the troops would actually hold. There's just, I mean, there's angles going every which direction. So some really detailed building going on here. Nice prints along the wheel there as well, or on the wheel there, I should say. A couple of mounted brick arms. Looks like a seat for a driver there as well, peeking through. And room for a driver means we got to have a minifigure. So we've got this gem in here, the nice custom created and custom printed crusher cap, including that MP40 and some nice clean artwork printed on the minifigure itself. So both of these back, this one a restock pre-order, this one a straight up restock. And moving on to a quick minifig highlight, we have the SAS Pebble Island Raider, which I just had to showcase because this figure is absolutely awesome. Artwork aside, you get that custom created hat, beanie, what have you on top there, and then the perfect caliber, that M16, Brickarms M16 GL grenade launcher, I believe. Just excellent artwork printed on that. Really, really a nice addition to this figure. And I mean, it's about as premium gets when you got both a custom created element and a perfect caliber included with an already awesome minifigure with some of that artwork and kind of a conflict that we don't touch on too terribly often. So cool to be able to explore some of those more unique camos and configurations for loadouts as well. Okay, and also back is the ever popular US Navy flight deck crew. I should mention with this, so we didn't have room to do all of them this week in this run, so there's only select colors that are back and shipping right now. However, we did bring back the bundles for this Monday, so if you want to get in and get the entire crew lineup, you can go ahead and get one of those bundles. It'll just ship when the rest of the figures are done next week. Otherwise, the individual standalones and the other colors not available this morning will then be available the following Monday as well. So we will have the entire lineup back as standalones, but for right now you can either get the bundle or a couple of select colors. So, but this is an awesome update to an already popular minifigure. Bringing that headgear to the next level was definitely something that we were interested in the second time around, along with some updated artwork, etc. So just cool to see this lineup back, and go get them. All right, that'll just about do it for me here on a Monday. Remember, there's stuff marked down on brickmania.com, but there's also even more marked down in stores because, well, they carry a lot of stuff that is now discontinued online. So if you're near one of those, make sure to swing in and check it out. Otherwise, that'll do it for me here. Thank you very much for watching.